Pour moi, tu peux démarrer. So, here we are. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome for this fourth workshop around the exercises that we are doing to try to map out the HIV drug resistance area in a certain country. Our objective here tonight is to bring you up to date with what we have done until now and give you some basics on the topic of HIV drug resistance, and afterwards also to show you some exercises that we have already done, specifically the work done by Jenny, and then also some comments by our friend Serge. After the pizza, there is a pizza moment so that you can get fed and have some fresh drinks, and then after that it's going to be, we are going to split the group in two parts. One part is the part who really wants to have their hands on the data and start working and start mapping out, and the other group would be more the people who like to talk about it and strategize and think on how we can get or where we could get more data. Yeah. So after the pizza time, we are going to split this group in two parts. It will be a big group, more than 60 people registered, which is good. We're very happy with that. Continue talking about it around you. It's worthwhile working on the topic. It's an important topic, and Serge will tell you more about the topic. So for who is it the first time here at Digitizer? Who has not been here before? Okay, so I will just give you a first introduction on who we are and what we are doing. Yeah. So basically, you are very warm welcome here at the clubhouse of the tech communities of Brussels. That's basically the tagline of what we are doing. So this is a clubhouse, like in a tennis club. So there is always a bar, and then there's a lot of talking about the subjects, and the subjects that we talk about are technical issues, technical subjects. So we carry 4 communities here, all geared around specific topics. We have a topic on data and artificial intelligence. We have a topic on IoT. We have a topic on blockchain, and we have a topic on something that I will not, virtual reality and augmented reality. And since not that long ago, we have now on the top floor a whole community of 2-dimension and 3-dimension animators. So they will create their own community of people who are specialized in animating pictures, basically. So that's what we are doing. Our aim here is to talk about the subject, share our knowledge, make sure that when somebody has an idea or knows something, that he can easily share it with the others. We will facilitate that. We will make sure that you have a panel, that you can have a microphone, that you can share your knowledge. We will also facilitate the fact that there will be people around you who will probably be interested in what you are saying. We have this space here that is open between 9 and 5 every day, in every weekday, that is free access, so you can come and work here. If you are in Brussels and you want space to work, you are more than welcome to come here. It is free, so during the weekdays it is free. You can come and work here, or if you have a project in mind, because basically that's our end goal. Our end goal is to promote an initial idea into a first business. Yeah, so we go from initial idea to first invoice. That's where we are there to facilitate that, to assist you, to bring you in contact with people who know the areas that you don't know about. If you're very technical, we will bring you in contact with people who know about the business, and the other way around. So that's what you'll be doing here when you stay here. You'll be meeting these people who are your counterparts, who could become your co-founder if you have a company. Once you have your project, you can move up to these different areas here, and these are pods where you can start working. It's a desk where you can sit with 4 people around that desk, and then you can have that desk for 2 months or 3 months and develop your idea. In that period, we will bring you in contact with all the valuable parties here in Belgium that could be important for you. So we will help you with the accounting, the financial part, the legal part, and so on. But we also bring you in contact with our corporate sponsors, and Johnson & Johnson is one of our corporate sponsors, who are interested to learn about those new ideas and who are interested to sponsor those new companies who have that amazing new idea, this startup idea. So we have sponsors like Johnson & Johnson, so Janssen Pharma, but also Engie. We have sponsors like Euroclear, Carrefour, and so on, who are very interested to be near you and understand what you are doing and see how they can help you develop your business. So that's our idea. Basically, we promote technology in Brussels, and we promote and we facilitate the entrepreneurial side of things. In order to not to lose anything, in order to keep track of everything that is going on, we have different social media platforms that we are using. So you will find a social media on an Instagram account, but you will also find a YouTube area where all the elements all the presentations that we are doing here are recorded. On our Facebook page, you can also go and have a look and see the presentation of tonight again, because everything is recorded. Yeah. One activity that we are doing every year is to train junior data scientists in the data science bootcamp. Sorry, and some of them are here today. Some of them of the first session. Annelies was at the first session. We had two guys from the second session. And who is in this year's session? Okay, the backbenchers are from this year's session. So these are people who are eager to learn how data science can be applied, and that's the whole aim of the of training that junior data scientists, is to bring him in contact with some real life cases. The case you are seeing here tonight, and that you will develop here tonight, is a real life case. It's a valuable problem that needs to be solved. It's a visualization problem. So it's exactly what we as a data scientist want to do. We want to promote technology and use that technology to build a better world. And doing that, we want to upgrade people, the knowledge of those people, so that they can use that technology and gain some experience. So the workshop tonight, we are now in the welcome and drink part. As everybody was on time today, we started 15 minutes earlier, which is good. That means that will leave us more time to work on the project afterwards. After my presentation, Serge and Annelies with an S will come up, and then before the pizza, Jenny will explain what she has on her project. Then, depending on when the pizza arrives, Serge will be speaking, or the pizzas will be there, and then Serge will be speaking. And then we go to the workshop. So that's the planning of tonight. We will be out here by 9:25, I promise, because at 9:30 we have the alarm switched on automatically, and then we have to be out. So why HIV drug resistance? Serge will go in depth on that. I'll suggest you go on our website, which is HIVHack.org, and you will find those two explanatory videos that we have made about the subject, one in French and the other one in English, so you can have a very precise idea on what's so important about it, and also from Serge, of course. So what are we doing? What are we going to do? We are going to work in group for the coming 3 months. We have already started. We started basically in April working on this subject. And we have a forum. Again, if you go on the website, you go to HIVHack.org, and then you see this slide, and then you just push on the button forum, and then you will see all the questions appearing. For the moment, we only have 2 questions that were entered by a volunteer. And then, but for example, if you go on the forum, you can already download the data that you'll be working with tonight. Yeah. So that's quite important. Is that you remember the HIVHack.org website. We defined the project in 3 phases. We are now in phase 1. This is we are trying to understand what HIV is all about. We are trying to understand what kind of data elements would be interested to come up with a solution. Basically, what we want to do as an end solution is to have a heat map of all the areas where there is a high probability of HIV drug resistance. Yeah, be it a probability or historically a high density of people who are drug resistant. Yeah, so that's phase 1, and then on the phase 2 will start on the 23rd and 24th of November. That's really where we will bring all these ideas together, and we will work for 36 hours to combine basically a method, a way to come up with this with this heat map, with this data visualization, with one objective is to have a way that it's easy to use, that the different countries could easily take over the method and apply their own data using that method. Yeah, I believe that it will be very difficult to find granular data, and that the only way that we can help is that by providing a good method, a very easy to use interface, so that the winning teams of the hackathon, the idea that we have now, it's not confirmed yet, is that the winning teams will train local people over there to use the method so that they come up with a solution. So that's the long term. Yeah, but first we will go over the hackathon on the 23rd and 24th of November. So the workshops we have been doing until now, we had you will find back all these elements on the website. So if you want to look at what's happened in the previous workshops, you can have a look at them. We are now on the the 4th workshop, which will be a presentation of the data set, and then before we leave tonight, we will define what the next topic will be of the next workshop that we are doing on the 27th of September. We already have an idea, but we would like that idea to come from you. Good. Well, there it is, HIVHack.org. This is the one you have to remember. And I will now pass on the mic to Annelies with an S and Serge. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm going to be very quick because between Serge and I, we discussed that Serge will actually do the presentation now. So I'll just invite Serge on because I didn't really prepare that much.
Okay, thank you, Annelies. So my name is Serge. I'm working with Johnson & Johnson. Matter of fact, Annelies is also working with Johnson & Johnson. 2 years ago, we did a similar hackathon on mapping dengue hotspots. Annelies back then worked for Philippe, and she got noticed during the hackathon, and now she's working for Johnson & Johnson. So that being said, I'm working in a department called Global Public Health of Johnson & Johnson. And what we want to do in that department is basically bring solutions to those parts of the world where people do not have the same access to healthcare as we typically do here in the Western world. So our target areas are low and middle income countries, Southeast Asia, Sub-Saharan Africa. And so I'm specifically saying solutions because solutions do not necessarily mean products or medications. It can be education,